Hello everyone and welcome to another special episode of Rock and Roll English, and today I want to talk to you about my favourite website, okay? But before I do, I want to tell you a story about nuns. That's right, you know those religious women who hang around the church with those kind of hats on? Those ones, nuns. So I read this in a book once, okay? They asked the nuns, why do you pray to God every day? One said, because praying helps me feel closer to God. The next one said, because praying helps me understand the meaning of life. And the last one said, I pray every day because the bell rings, okay? Because every time the bell rang, it was pray time, and the nuns prayed to God. Now, have you ever had this when you just need that push to do something, otherwise you don't do it? And an example I have for you is my favourite website, which I spoke to you about, okay? It's called Focus Mate, and it helps me wake up every day at 4:30 a.m, which is what I do at the moment to work on Rock and Roll English, because I like to work before baby R&R wakes up and before the chaos starts at home. But obviously waking up at 4:30 a.m. is difficult. In the past I had difficulty waking up at 6:30 a.m. So how do I do it? I have someone who rings a bell. Not literally. Let me explain. Let me explain how the website works, okay? You agree a time to work with a complete stranger, okay? So every day I choose 4:45 a.m. just so I have 15 minutes to, go to the toilet, drink some water, put some cold water on my face because I'm still thinking, what the fuck am I doing awake at this time? So my alarm goes off at 4:30, and at 4:45 I am in front of my computer to talk to someone who I've never met before, and we both log on and say, hi, what are you working on today? I always say, for example, I'm editing a podcast. How about you? And they say, I'm preparing a presentation. Then we say, okay, let's switch off our microphones and I will talk to you in 15 minutes to see how it went, okay? And then at the end, we say, how did it go? And you say, for example, yes, I managed to finish the podcast. Goodbye. Now, I know this sounds very strange, but the reason I do it is because it gives me the motivation to wake up. Because if I don't, I know another person will be waiting there alone. So I will have let someone down, which isn't nice. It makes me feel like a terrible person. And to make you feel even more terrible, you also get an email saying you didn't come to the session, and you really do feel like a piece of shit. So obviously I want to avoid that. So it gives me the motivation to wake up. It is my bell, let's say. Without this, I would think, fucking hell, 4:30, I don't know. In fact, this morning my alarm went off at 4:30 and I really did think, shall I just go back to bed? But then I thought, again, I don't want to receive that email. I don't want to feel like a piece of shit. Now, all of this is the reason why I have included individual lessons in the Rock and Roll English family, because I want to be your bell, okay? This kind of sounds strange, I know. But I want to be your reason. I want to be your motivation to improve your English. It's like going to the gym, okay? If you have a personal trainer following you, you are more motivated. For example, imagine these two scenarios. Number one, a personal trainer says to you, see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Or the gym is open 7 days a week, go whenever you want. Which one motivates you the most? I would say the personal trainer saying, see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock, because you have a reason to go. So this is why now I want to follow people in the family more closely. So every few months, I will meet you, set goals with you, and be the one trying to motivate you. So if you sign up now, you also have a free individual session with me immediately, okay? But this is only valid until Monday. Remember, membership isn't actually open yet because there are obviously technical problems. But in order to get this free session with me and pay the lower price of membership, just simply send an email to me and say, yes, I want to join. You can do that right now if you stop this podcast, and in the description to this podcast, there is the link to click on to send me a message. And then I will send you the link for that free session with me, the free personal trainer session. So let me be your bell. Let me be the person who motivates you to improve your English. Let me be your personal trainer, okay? Just click that link in the description to this podcast. Thanks very much for listening. I will see you again tomorrow, but in the meantime, just keep on rocking, baby.